the draft is coming up on Wednesday, night one, and then obviously day two on Thursday from Music City. In your feeling, your opinion, what's the top priority for Brad Treliving and company? Like, what do you want them to get done over the next 5 days here?
It's tough to say because the draft it's just so different than free agent frenzy. It's not really going to affect you tomorrow. You know, this guy's not moving to town necessarily and going to help your team out. And you got to think down the road and you got to think long term, and you don't know where your team's necessarily going to be at that point in time. But obviously, quality players, and in my mind, I would have had my scouting staff all year long getting in to know these kids, because I think more than ever, like a Matthew Nyes, for example, the reason I'm so high on that kid is not necessarily what his on ice stuff is, even though that's very high. It's his mind and his mental capacity and his outlook and his maturity and his confidence and the way he speaks, and it's his character. So I would be having these scouts, you know, really sit down with these kids, take them out for a burger and just talk to them and just see how they act, see if they make eye contact, see how they treat other people, see how they talk to the staff, and just see what kind of care, what's this kid made out of. And I would want to surround my team with high character individuals. And I think this day and age with the youth and the way they're addicted to their phones and the way they don't like to talk personally, I think it's easier to see now than ever whether these kids have, you know, been developed as people and raised properly by their parents and blah, blah, blah. Are they the kind of person that I want to build my team around, that I want to have on my roster? And I would try to, you know, get high quality individuals so that you can, you know, go through that adversity and go through the rebuild or do whatever you need to do and have those people stick around, not shut down, not need to be babysitting, not need to be rolling your eyes saying, what's the problem with this guy now? You know, that's just such a cancer in a locker room.
That's a long way around discussing Matt Murray, man. They don't got to talk to any fucking kids because Toronto's got no draft picks, man. I'm sorry to curse because we know how people feel about cursing on this show, but nonetheless, they have no draft picks because your boy Kyle Dubas left them with nothing because he went all in. They got Boston's first, they got a fifth and a sixth. So my answer is simple: find a way to rid yourself of the biggest mistake in Kyle Dubas's tenure, thinking it was a smart idea to bring in Matt Murray, who can't play more than 30 games in a season, to be your stud number one goaltender. And now Brad Treliving's got to clean up this fucking mess. So by far, buyout, trade, attach him to a rocket. I don't care. Matt Murray cannot be with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, I wonder what his injury is. Like, can you just LTIR him? It doesn't seem like he wants to play very bad. Why can't you just LTIR him? And that's the end of that story. Like, does he want it? Like, would he be down with that? You got to have a backroom conversation. Like, hey, dude, I don't know what's going on, but our doctors can sign off on your XYZ being completely hurt and you're done. We're your long-term IR. And he could go, thank you. Sounds good. I'll just lay on the training table for the rest of my contract.
Dude, how ironic would that be if they're like, they try to talk to Matt Murray, they're like, you're hurt. He's like, no, I'm not. I'm good to go. No, I'm not. Like, how ironic would it be? Like, no, he's like, I'm not doing it, man. I got to play.